咖啡是吧？
I found your hoodie on my chair again. It still smells like rain and your cheap cologne. You left a note on a diner receipt. Back in 10, I kept it in my jeans. I act cool when you text my phone, but my thumb shakes and I let it show. One more step, then I let you in. I don't say much, but you know what it is. Hold me close, don't let go, don't let go. Paper cup halo, we glow, then we go. Hold me close, say my name, say it slow. Paper cup halo, I break, then I grow. You talk in circles while I sip my tea. Your eyes keep landing right back on me. I wear your jacket like a dare, like a joke, but the sleeves are too long and I hate that. I hope you say maybe, I say fine, and we laugh at the same damn time. If I fall, will you catch my fall? I don't need forever, just tonight, that's all. Hold me close, don't let go, don't let go. Paper cup halo, we glow. Hold me close, say my name, say it slow. Paper cup halo, I break, then I grow. I'm not made of armor, I'm made of please. I keep my heart in my jacket sleeve. If you leave first, take the old joke too. I'll still have your shape in the mess we grew. Hold me close, don't let go, don't let go. Paper cup halo, we glow, then we go. Hold me close, say my name, say it slow. Paper cup halo.
咖啡是吧？有点往前走，往前走。 漂亮哎。
You saw me leave the room like I was made of glass. I laughed at stupid things, so you would not ask. My phone face down again, my name's still on your lips. I act so hard to read, but baby, you can fit in the crack in my voice, in the way I look away. I say I'm fine, then I stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't let me slip too far. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. You know where my bruises are. Say my name, say it soft, like you mean you want me near. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. I melt when you are here. I keep my hard days folded in the back of my jeans. You find them by the hem when you pull me in between. The jokes, the teeth, the noise, the plans I never keep. You make the chaos small, you make the edges sleep. And I try to play it cool, but my hands give me away. I say I'm fine, then I stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't let me slip too far. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. You know where my bruises are. Say my name, say it soft, like you mean you want me near. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. I melt when you are here. If I go quiet, don't go. If I turn cold, don't leave. I'm not as tough as I look, I'm just easy to read. One touch and I come back, one look and I'm there. You don't have to fix me, just stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't let me slip too far. Hold my sleeve. roses are. Say my name, say it soft, like you mean you want me near. Hold my sleeve, I melt when you are here. I laughed too quick, then looked away. You saw the truth I tried to hide.
I kept my words in my coat pocket, folded small like a paper bird. You said my name like it was safe, and I believed you just for now.
Stay a little closer.
I'm right here, I'm right here.
Let the dark get smaller.
Say once more clear.
Stay, stay near me.
More than a moment.
Stay, stay near me.
Keep my heart open.
If I fall apart, hold me slow. If I go quiet, don't let go.
Your scars melt like the train platform, wet wool, sweet tea, and winter fruit.
I missed your smile before you gave it. That kind of ache is hard to name.
You wrote your hope on the back of napkins, tiny arrows pointing home. I kept one folded in my wallet like luck that only you could send.
Stay a little closer.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. Let the night get softer.
Say once more clear.
Stay, stay near me.
More than a moment.
Stay, stay near me.
Keep my heart open.
If I fall apart, hold me slow. If I go quiet, don't let go.
I used to run from every sunrise, used to call my fear a friend.
But you arrived with empty hands and made room where the hurt had been.
So take my hand, don't overthink it. We don't need a perfect line.
Just breathe with me through the breaking.
We can learn it piece by piece.
Stay, stay near me.
Always, always.
Stay, stay near me.
Hold me, hold me.
If I fall apart, hold me slow. If I go quiet, don't let go. Stay, stay with me. Stay near me.
Keep my heart open.
是啊，下雨天是另外的不同的风景。
Stay with me. You left your mug here on my windowsill. Blue paint chip rim still holding your heat. I traced your name with my thumb real slow. Acted like I'm fine, but you already know. I keep your text like pressed out flowers, folded in my drawer for the rainy hours. Don't go, don't go, stay a little more. Don't go, don't go, I'm still at your door. Stay a little more, don't go, you know what I need. Hold me in the in-between. Stay with me. Stay with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your jacket's gone, but the hook still hangs in the hallway air where the coat wind tangles. I laugh too loud, then I bite my lip. Like if I stay still, you won't feel the slip. I keep your text like pressed out flowers, folded in my drawer for the rainy hours. Don't go, don't go, stay a little more. Don't go, don't go, I'm still at your door. Stay a little more. Don't go, you know what I need. Hold me in the in-between. Stay with me. If you're leaving, say it plain. Don't let me read the frame. I'm better with the bruise than wondering your name. Don't go, don't go, don't stay a little more. Don't go, don't go, I'm still at your door. Stay a little more. Don't go, you know what I need. Hold me in the in-between. Stay with me. You saw me leave the room like I was made of glass. I laughed at stupid things so you would not ask. My phone face down again, my name's still on your lips. I act so hard to read, but baby you can't fit in the crack in my voice and the way I look away. I say I'm fine and I stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't my hard days folded in the back of my jeans. You find them by the hem when you pull me in between. The jokes, the teeth, the noise, the plans I never keep. You make the chaos small, you make the edges sleep. And I try to play it cool, but my hands give me away. I say I'm fine, and I stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't let me slip too far. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. You know where my bruises are. Say my name, say it soft, like you mean you want me near. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. I'm not when you are here. If I go quiet, don't go. If I turn cold, don't leave. I'm not as tough as I look. I'm just easy to read. One touch and I come back. One look and I'm there. You don't have to fix me, just stay. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. Don't let me slip too far. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. You know where my bruises are. Say my name, say it soft, like you mean you want me near. Hold my sleeve, hold my sleeve. I'm not when you are here.
You fold your sleeve for me like you know my shaky hands. I keep my secrets small, but you read them when you can.
The kettle clicks in time with the rain against the glass. I say I'm fine, I'm fine. You don't let that answer last.
Yeah, I watch your eyes look down like they're hiding all the weight. I don't need perfect words, I just need a place to stay. So take my jacket, take my name, take the slow part of the night. If your heart wants to run, I can meet it half the light.
Hold me here, don't let go.
Say the word,
and I'll know. If the room goes cold, I stay close.
you and me,
we're almost home. Paper lantern, promise, stay with me tonight.
paper lantern promise.
Keep me in your sight. Even if the dark comes, we can make it soft.
Paper lantern promise.
We won't let it fall. Stay with me tonight.
Stay with me tonight. Yeah, I used to talk in circles so nobody could hear. Now I want the whole truth, even if it leaves a tear. Your laugh breaks through the quiet like a cup against the sink. And I don't need forever, just the next honest blink.
I know your hands are tired from holding back the storm, so lean into
之前没有好好看，真的，它的那个木头的东西好多哦。
one small step, one soft breath, and the whole world disappears. Hold me here, don't let go.
Say the word,
And I'll know. If the room goes cold, I stay close.
you and me,
We're almost home. Paper lantern, promise, stay with me tonight.
paper lantern promise.
Keep me in your sight. Even if the dark comes, we can make it soft.
Paper lantern promise.
We won't let it fall. Stay with me tonight. Stay with me tonight.
If tomorrow shakes the windows, if the sky forgets our names, I'll still find the breathing in the middle of the rain. And if my voice is trembling, you can borrow all your calm. Put your palm against my heartbeat.
Like a promise in your palm. Paper lantern, promise, stay with me tonight.
Paper lantern promise.
Keep me in your sight. Even if the dark comes, we can make it soft.
Paper lantern promise.
We won't
天而已啦，大部分都是阴天啦。